Man, this car has a really good turning radius. Check out this backup camera, nice. A little fuzzy, not too bad though. Let's see how good this auto start is. Oof, a little bit of a delay. Let's go ahead and turn it off now. Welcome back to JB Reviews. Today we're going to do a review on a 2020 Volkswagen Jetta GLI. Now if you remember, I did a review on a 2019 Volkswagen GLI and it was an S model. This is going to be an Autobahn, so this is going to have a lot more options and a lot more things are standard for 2020. So let's go ahead and get into the review. Before we get started, I want to show you the window sticker. That way you have a better idea of some of the features on this car. This does have the deep black pearl exterior and then tightened black leather. And then this is going to be a quick look at your standard features. This is going to have a 2-liter turbo, 7-speed transmission, and it's going to be front wheel drive. Now this car does have the multi-mode adaptive chassis control, and this was added as standard equipment for 2020. And then here are a few things for the safety: exterior, LED headlights, interior, you have ventilated seats, and this does have the flat bottom steering wheel, which I love. And then technology, they do give you carefree maintenance for this car too, 2 years and 20,000 miles. And then this is going to be your base price with some of your options. Not much really, just you're going to have the GLI Autobahn black package, which is going to give you those black wheels. Side mirror caps, if you had a different color car you'd see that. And then the black roof. And then this does have an auto dimming rearview mirror too with HomeLink. All-weather floor mats, and then DSG transmission. All in, you have a total price of $32,820, including a $920 destination charge. I want to give a special shout out to Fitzgerald Auto Mall here in Frederick, Maryland. They have a no haggle price, and as you guys can see, they have a price of $28,052. You just saw the MSRP, and they also show you the factory invoice. So be sure to let them know you saw this video if you're interested in buying a car from them. Under the hood, you do have a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged. It's going to have 258 pound-feet of torque and 228 horsepower. Not a huge fan of the wheels, but I'll show that to you in a second. But up front, you guys can pretty much see you have those LED headlights. They are using an incandescent bulb right here, and I will turn these on for you too. But honeycomb grille. This is how Volkswagen does it. They've done this for years, and it just works really well for the most part. I would like for you guys to notice how they still use a hood prop, which, yeah, I'm not too happy about that, but what can you do? The hood on this car is very heavy too, so this could be a really good upgrade if you want to save some weight on the car. But you can see those lines in the hood too. Check that out, it looks really nice. Very clean front end. Would like to see a blacked out emblem maybe in the future. But so far so good. And then these are going to be your LED headlights. And you do have a daytime running strip that goes around the headlight too. There are no fog lights though on this car. The side profile of the car is just okay. It looks like a passenger car. I do miss the older designs a little bit more. I do like that you do get a black appearance package. That helps a lot. And you can see they do give you like a little small lip spoiler on the side, and it follows this side skirt all the way to the back, and that does definitely dress it up pretty nicely too. And you can see the lines also on the side of the car here too, so everything does flow well. It just looks like a passenger car. Like if I were to see a Camry, this is what this reminds me of. It's not as European looking as it used to be. They do give you LED turn signals on the mirrors. They let everybody know you have the GLI. This is going to be your 18-inch wheel, and I do like this style better than the standard wheels. This does have the red brake calipers too, and this wheel is going to be wrapped in 225, 45, 18. They do give you a smart key system. If you hit right here, this will lock the doors. If you hit it a second time, it'll make the horn beep. And in order to unlock it, just slide it in. And doors feel pretty solid when you close them. And out back they kind of give you a splitter built into that bumper. And this is just a better look at that rear. And they have a small lip spoiler on the back too. Shark fin antenna. And these taillights are like a little bit darkened too. Not too many badges, so it looks really clean out back. And these are going to be LED taillights too. They do show regular unleaded fuel only, but I would definitely try to use 93 if I could in a car like this, especially with a turbocharged motor. I do like that they give you the red calipers out back. They've always done that. And for the most part, this is a nice car. I do like it. I just think that they could do a little bit more on the side of this car. I don't know, it just doesn't look like a Volkswagen to me. Now this car does have the sunroof, and you can see right here, it's like almost 50% glass on the roof. And if you did have like a different color car, you could see that they do paint the roof a different color, and the mirror caps. And this is how you vent that sunroof also. It's a really big sunroof. Alright guys, so we're gonna try this headset here. I've had this for so long and I never decided to use it, so we're gonna do it today. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna drive this car in manual mode because I love driving the DSG with the paddle shifters. This is a really, really good shifting car. Close that sunroof too. This car definitely does have some really good power in the right places. And you can definitely hear this engine too. I'm going to put this car in sport mode. I want it in the stiffest setting. So let's go ahead and hop on the highway. Cool. Hopefully you guys can see everything. But as far as visibility goes, these mirrors are actually pretty big. I mean, they're decent size at the very least. Get them adjusted, there you go. So, I do like this rear view mirror too. It's gonna be auto dimming, and it is home link too. It has a nice design to it. Would like to see that maybe standard on the Autobahn, but nevertheless, it gives you a compass also. Alright. This car definitely does feel light on its feet. And even in sport mode, it's pretty soft too. Third gear, 70, 80. Not bad. I mean, this car definitely does feel a little underpowered, but it's not bad though. Pretty quiet. I'm gonna go around another curve here. I'm doing 80 miles an hour. I'm gonna slow down a little bit. Go around this at about 60. Yeah, this car feels light on its feet. I definitely have a lot of confidence going around this curve. I don't feel like I need to slow down. I'm actually going 70 miles an hour, and yeah, I feel really good. Alright, let's do a third gear pull. Shifts are pretty quick. Yeah, this car's fast. I mean, the Civic Type R, all things considered, would just walk this thing, but this car, for what it is, it's about 10 grand cheaper than a Type R. One thing about Volkswagen is when they give you black interior, just about everything inside this car is black. I mean, there's very little other colors other than the stitching. You have a few bright color pieces like on the steering wheel, on the shifter, on the door handles, and they give you this trim piece that looks nice too with the interior. You have all auto up and down windows, and you can lock the windows with this button too. Your trunk releases on the side, and they do give you beats for your speakers inside this car too. And on this side you do have power seats with seat memories up to 3 settings. I normally use this 3. When I'm vacuuming out my car, I put this one so the seat goes all the way up so I can vacuum out the back. And notice how they give you some ambient lighting inside the interior under the dash. They kind of do the same thing on that side. It's pretty bright. I mean, it's daytime and that light is pretty bright, guys. Now stepping in is a task. You have this raised piece here, so when you get in and out, I mean, you have to lift your leg up, and because all this is black, you have to be really careful not to scratch this. So I would like to see them put something to protect this paint, but I like this design on the sill. And this is a pretty big car for it to be like more of like a compact. They give you push button start, and as I mentioned, you do have a flat bottom steering wheel, and it says going to be a telescoping also. I'm going to turn the car off because I want to show you guys that ending screen. Isn't that pretty cool? I'm going to start it again, and it shows you your gauges on each side also for your fuel and for your temperature. And then they give you this big screen. I do like that they give you these places that you can push. Now it's not like a button, it's just it can sense your finger. You can swipe. Very, very nice, like this. Now I'm a huge fan of having your climate control, especially for your heated and cool seats, outside of the screen, and they do that. And this is pretty much what I had in 2013, so they didn't do too much changes down here. Now you do have like 4 driving modes. All right, so right now I'm in eco mode, comfort, normal, sport, raises the RPMs, and I'm gonna go right back to eco, and it drops the RPMs. And then it shows you on the screen. Let me show you again. It shows you each one. Really nice. And if you want to do a custom, you can actually customize the steering, the dampeners on the car. Let's see if we can go through there. Let's see if I can find it. All right, the fastest way to get through your driving modes, I'm gonna click mode, take you back up top, and then this shows you everything. This is gonna be for your suspension. You can make it comfort, normal, or sport. Steering, drive system. You also have a front differential lock, normal, sport. You can also even change your climate. And then they give you engine sounds. Now Volkswagen is notorious of giving you fake engine noises, and you can disable that. You have to unplug something. I did it on my car. I thought it was kind of cheesy. I mean, give me real noises like with a downpipe or something, or active exhaust. But over here, I'm going to show you, you have 2 arrows and an OK button. So if you go down and you click OK, you can actually choose to take a look at certain things. You have overview, and it gives you like a quick synopsis of your fuel and just how long you've been driving and how many miles. Be sure to go and check out this car. You do have your windshield wiper stock on this side, and really nice design. They give you some, I think this is fake stitching on the dash, but it still looks good though. Really nice car. It gives you a decent size glove box with the SD and a CD player. And check out these seats. These seats are really comfortable. They're perforated, red stitching, and very comfortable. And you do have lumbar support too. And then this is just a quick look inside your storage compartment in the center with the USB. They also give you USB on this side too, so you have 2 up front, and then on this side you have your traction control, and then parking brake, which is electronic. And you do have an auto stop start, and you can raise this too a little bit with these 2 little pieces. They're like little hard rubber pieces, and they raise it for you. Wireless charging station just below, and they do give you 2 cup holders with a place to fit a phone. Out back is pretty basic. Now I did put the seat up just a little bit, and overall it's pretty comfortable. I mean, this is probably as far up as I would want to go, but someone sitting in a middle seat here, an older person, would be tough. I would put a kit in the center. And so cool that Volkswagen does this. The seats actually do have some bolster on the side. I like that. And I do like this car. I mean, this is definitely a cool little car. Now, as far as performance goes, I did have a review I did on a Type R, and that car was a lot funner to drive in my opinion. I think I would definitely still would like to choose this car with a manual transmission. Now, one negative thing I will say, they're giving you incandescent bulbs. Come on, Volkswagen. It is not that hard to put LEDs. This car is already $33,000. You might as well just give it to us at this point. But I do like that they give you your grab handles on all four corners. These back seats do drop down. And let's go take a look at it in the trunk. Before we go back there, they do give you cup holders in the back doors too. And as you saw in that armrest, you had two also. In order to pop the trunk, they do give you electronic button to push. You do have a backup camera. And these look to be LED lights for your license plate lights. Now out back, the trunk is pretty big. I mean, this is a decent sized trunk. Now I don't like that they give you those, but they're actually off to the side pretty good, so they won't squish anything too much. Yeah, they're not too bad, not too bad. You have a 60/40 bench, so you can pull these levers to push that seat down, and another incandescent bulb out back. But this is a decent sized trunk. And then this is with the seats down. I'm just gonna put it in normal mode, and that should quiet it down a little bit. The steering is definitely a little bit more loose. Still a comfortable car. A little bit of road noise. The headrests out back are fixed on the left and right side, so you can't push those down, but you still have pretty good visibility looking out the back window. And let's check out these cooled seats too. Yeah, I think Volkswagen probably has one of the best driving performance cars out there. I mean, this car is comfortable. It doesn't feel harsh. It has enough dampening in the suspension to really give you that feeling that you're almost in a sports car. I mean, I wouldn't do any track days with this car unless I did some things to the suspension. I would lower this car maybe. I probably would maybe add a, I don't know, I probably would maybe do a coilover system just to make it a little bit stiffer for me, but because you have this dampening system, you probably can't do that. But I would like to see maybe just a little bit more stiffness there. But this car wouldn't be something I would take to the track. I would probably get a GLI S without the DCC, just so I can do a little bit more fine tuning on the suspension myself. But I do like how this car handles though. It definitely does do a good job. I think if you lower this car, it would be great. And this steering wheel is really thin compared to what I'm used to. And like I said, I just feel comfortable. I mean, this is a nice car. The seats get pretty cool. Nothing really to say, I mean, other than, Volkswagen just makes one of the best performance compact cars in the market today. But hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope it was helpful. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.